What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the BettorOff Hockey Podcast. We are now at episode 10, so it's a pretty big milestone for us. Noah and I, we love giving out some hockey content to you guys, so we're going to try to keep it rolling here this week. As usual, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow the Instagram page, YouTube channel. If you saw, we just posted our first TikTok on the BettorOff TikTok page. So yeah, you could go check that out. We won't go over it today, but usually every Saturday morning, Friday night, it's going to come out. But let's jump into this week. Lots has happened. We're going to do something a little different today. Well, not really, but we'll start off with a team that I know Noah's very passionate about, and I'm passionate about for different reasons. They're bottom of the league. Their name, the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, I mean, first things first, they made a bit of a move this week by waiving Matt Murray. I think that move was great. The reason why I like that move is because guys actually he's completely lost it. I dropped my pen. He's not what he used to be. He was great those years in Pittsburgh, but I mean, here's the thing I'm frustrated at Pierre Dorion who is the general manager of this team, because he came out before the year and said, "Listen, we're done with the rebuild. We're gonna start winning." And as a fan, I was excited. You know, we lock up Jake Batherson this past offseason.
True.
Lock up Kachuk at the beginning. I was like, okay, we're going in the right direction. And then the season starts, and we start getting injuries and COVID, and now we find ourselves dead last in the league. We're waiving our star goaltender, and I think Dorion just doesn't know what to do. I find his signings are hit or miss. He missed with Dadonov and Murray, and he hit with Kachuk and Batherson.
Yeah, well, it's not really. I mean, when you sign Kachuk and Batherson, it's both RFA signings that they've been in your system for a while, so it's hard to miss with those. But
okay, fair.
I mean, the guys he picks up off the market, I find they're very, very missed. Dadonov was a horrible contract. They flipped him right away. Murray, the second they gave him that contract, I was like, why are they bringing this guy in? I mean, maybe for some leadership aspect. He's won 2 cups, but I mean, he is not a good goalie. No. And I've always been the one to say, even in Pittsburgh, their team was stacked. He had the momentum. They were the hot team. He wasn't a great goalie. I mean, yeah, maybe he was a clutch goalie, but he wasn't a goalie you're gonna bring into a rebuilding team and he's gonna take you over the edge. Definitely not the case, and you're seeing that now. But they have Philip Gustafsson coming up.
Very good.
I know you're a big fan. He's been in that system for a while. He came from Pittsburgh.
Yes, he came from Pittsburgh over in the Derek Brassard trade.
Yeah, maybe.
He went there. Did he go there?
Yeah.
It was a trade, but we got him. But
yeah.
No, I mean, I like that guy. Just the only thing I don't like is the defensive core. The forward core is great. Stützle, for me, is underperforming. I think he's too weak. He's too weak.
He's
way
needs to
too
hit
weak.
a gym. You know what? Yeah. He's the type of guy, everyone says it with the Montreal Canadiens, they bring their guys up too fast.
Yeah.
Tim Stützle should have never been in the NHL in his first rookie season.
I agree.
No way.
I agree.
He's too weak.
Yeah.
You see when he plays, the guy doesn't win a puck battle. He's gliding up there.
He falls all the time.
Yeah.
Like when he gets the puck, he's magical. Trust me.
Sharpen your skates, buddy.
Yeah, when he gets take it to the bank. When he skates with the puck, he's tremendous. I think our forward core is not a problem, especially if we get the first overall pick.
Yeah, that'd be unreal.
But I just don't like Jake Sanderson. He's been in our system. I follow on Twitter the two. Bruce Garrioch and some Sens account, and I just always see Jake Sanderson another goal, Jake Sanderson another assist, Jake Sanderson this. I'm like, okay, I think once the trade deadline hits this year, bring this guy up.
Yeah.
It's time. We just brought up Lassie Thompson, who was a former first overall pick, and he's looked very good.
Has he?
Yes, he has.
Is he a right-handed D?
Right-handed D, which helps. Wow. So I mean, I think the D-core is the problem. I think Gustafsson will be fine, but I just find I don't know. I didn't think we were going to be this bad.
No, you didn't. You kept saying, watch us, make it to mid of the Atlantic Division and potentially push for the playoffs.
Because I looked at our top 6 and I was like, okay, we have Kachuk, Batherson, then we have Stützle, Pinto and Colin White. Pinto and Colin White are both out for the season.
Tierney
then there was Tierney, Brown, and I don't know what's his face, Nick Paul, and it was looking pretty good. However, Pinto and White are now at the season, which has hurt us. I don't know. Even though White's overpaid, he is hurt. It's hurt us. Yeah, for sure. We're missing those guys. We're missing the development of Pinto as well.
You mentioned Sanderson. I remember watching him when they picked him over Drysdale, right? They
picked
him over Drysdale. Everyone kind of ripped, Pierre Dorion and the management team, but I feel like that was a good pick. They needed that big body, not necessarily the puck moving guy. They have Shabbat, they have Brandstrom. Brandstrom really hasn't developed as he should have. It's honestly hard to watch.
So terrible.
But, you said this year is their year. They're still winning. Dorian said they're done the rebuild, but clearly they're not.
Yeah.
And, let them get the first overall pick. Let them get Shane Wright to
100%.
build out their 1-2 punch with Shane Wright and Josh Norris. Let Lassie Thompson and Sanderson come up next year and play a full season, and they're going to be a freaking good team.
Yeah, they're going to eventually be very good.
I think next year is their year.
I would like it to be, because honestly, it's getting frustrating as a fan personally. But I mean, Josh Norris and Batherson are really, really good. They're underrated. Everyone says like Kachuk, Shabbat, but those two are damn good. It's crazy. Yeah. Dorier screwed up the Mark Stone trade, but see, he missed the Mark Stone trade with Brandstrom, and he hit the Carlson trade with Norris.
He did.
Had Tierney also was very good.
Yeah. So before we get off the Ottawa Senators, Saturday night's game, Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah, that was dirty by Brendan Lemieux. So listen, those are two guys play similar games. Yes. Tkachuk's obviously better,
more skilled.
You put them in the same category: the Tom Wilsons, the Tkachuk brothers, the Brendan Lemieux, the Marshaws. Yeah. Like they're all in that same category. Like the disturbers. The pest. The pest. There you go. So Brady was fighting Lemieux, and according to Brady Tkachuk, he got his finger bit twice.
No, he did, because he was bleeding. His finger was bleeding.
I think that's a scum play by Lemieux. I think Tkachuk said it beautifully. He ripped him. He was like, I don't remember the exact quote, but he said like,
he said he's a bad player. He's a bad person. But anyways,
yeah. Let's
move on from the Ottawa Senators. Another situation similar. I mean, no biting involved, but Artemi Panarin throws his glove at Brad Marchand on the bench. The linesman standing there, he just gets a glove whipped by his face and hits Marchand. But apparently Marchand was, being a pest, being a rag, was chirping Panarin about how the Russian people don't like him.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, because last year, remember, Panarin took time off. He was getting threats.
It was with the, what's the guy's name?
Putin,
there it is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Initially when I saw that, I had a feeling that's what it is. Because Panarin's not like that.
No. But Brad Marchand's a rat. We've known he's a rat. But let's stay on the topic of Boston, because we haven't talked about them much this season.
Haven't.
We really haven't. They're 10-7.
10-7, yeah.
10-7, pushing the playoffs. I think they're 5th in the Atlantic or something.
But
in that division, you're really gonna have to be well above 500 to make the playoffs. That's just how it's gonna be.
10-7's not gonna cut it.
Swayman and Ullmark is their 1-2 punch. Swayman has been taking over the starting role, but both have just been average.
I don't know. I don't like Swayman.
Me neither. But a sneaky story is that Tuukka Rask is healthy. He's not practicing because he's not on their team, but he's training in their facilities. So, I mean, are they going to give him a 1-2 year league minimum contract and send Ullmark down or send Swayman down?
I mean, first of all, Rask is a fantastic goalie.
Yeah.
I never realized
But this time off is...
Yeah, but look how much they're missing him.
Yeah, but they also lost...
I was just going to say this, Look at the Boston team when they made that cup final against St. Louis. Was that now 3 years ago?
3 years, I think.
What did it go?
St. Louis. It
went St. Louis, Tampa. So 3 years ago.
Tampa. Yeah, back to back.
Want to say it again?
2 times, guys.
Okay.
Take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank. Let's just think. Who have they lost? They've lost since that cup run. They lost Zdeno Chara, their captain.
Yep.
They lost Torrey Krug, one of the best defensemen. They lost David Krejci, their number one center, and technically
number 2.
Sorry, my bad, number 2, and technically Tuukka Rask.
Well, I mean, they did lose him.
So. You really see the decline in Boston just each year. I mean, when did they lose Chara? It was last year, correct?
Last year.
Yeah. So, I mean, last year is when they really took a big hit. And now you're starting to see that Boston, their era is coming to an end.
It is for sure.
And it's kind of sad.
We've said this about other teams in the past, like Washington, Pittsburgh, but they found their way back up. They managed to keep their core together. Boston just... I don't know what the GM's deal is. He just gradually lets his guys go, and I mean, that's fine if you're replacing them or if you have guys in the system. Yeah. But they really don't have anyone in their prospect pool, and they're suffering. And I mean,
they replaced Krejci with Nick Foligno, kinda. They re-signed Taylor Hall, which is good,
but Taylor Hall he's a problem, man. I thought he was going to round out that second line beautifully. Give secondaries. He's been horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact amount of goals assists he has, but I know me and Noah do fantasy hockey, of course. Yeah. And Taylor Hall is ranked really, really low.
Okay.
So that's how I just know
Okay.
he's not doing too well.
So I mean, listen, that's the problem. Like, listen, it's crazy. Marshall, this guy, I wrote it down. I need to tell you, this guy still has 22 points.
Yeah.
In 17 games. Him and
It's fine. It's fine.
okay, so
56.
56. Yeah. I could just do this.
No, don't hang up.
Okay, so 956.
Hold on. Since we're on a break, I want to go check.
Taylor
That was a
Hall.
good transition. To Boston?
Yeah, that was a great transition.
Good transition.
Do you think that they watch right now?
No.
We're done?
No chance.
Hey, Ryan, what does he have?
Who?
Boston. Taylor Hall.
No, that's fine.
I'm curious what he has.
Bro, he's 10 and 17.
Okay, so West
Actually,
End
not that
Marshall,
bad.
right? 22 and 17.
Yeah, you were talking about
Okay.
Marshall. And then,
So
yeah,
10. What'd you do? 956.
just start whenever.
I'll just start at 11 and 20 seconds.
11?
Make it easier for him.
Bro, start at 10:50.
Okay, 1050. All right, 5.
Actually, start 10:56, so it's a minute.
Perfect. All right, you ready? Get ready.
I'm
Head
always
up.
ready.
Head up. But yeah, Brad Marchand, this guy, I can't believe this guy still has 22 and 17. Like, he's still going at his age.
He's the guy that, every year you look at the top of the leaderboards and points, and
How
you
is that?
always see his name in the top, 7 to 10 range. And for some reason, he's just never in the talk for MVP. And I mean, listen, it's fine. There's McDavid in the league. There's, McKinnon in the league, Draisaitl. But, I mean, this guy's overlooked in many ways. And I think it's because of, his just like, we talked about him just being a rat.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think
And
that's
also,
the reason.
also think it's Boston. Who's their second line center right now?
Charlie Coyle.
Charlie Coyle.
Yeah.
That's a big problem. How much is he getting paid? Five and a
Close
half.
to $5 million.
Yeah,
Or
no,
$5
it's
million. Just
5.25.
over. Yeah.
So I think that's the problem. Is I don't know what Boston's gonna do because
It's secondary scoring and
It's-
depth.
and
It's always been
that first line obviously is absurd, but like clearly it's not working.
But your
Krejci
first
really
line-
meant a lot for
Yeah,
that
he
team.
did. 100%.
I didn't realize how good he was
on the ice.
I didn't realize how good he was.
And I thought he was going to, I knew he was leaving Boston, but I thought he'd stay in the NHL and go somewhere and really take a team over the edge. But that's not the case. A team like the Rangers, who needed a second line center.
Yeah, and now it's like a guy like Charlie McAvoy, like locked up his contract. Now he's stuck in Boston.
No, but he likes it there, and he's doing really, really well.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're it sucks to when you sign a big contract.
Yeah,
with
in
a
2
team
or 3
that's
years.
rebuilding, it's gonna
Well,
suck.
not rebuilding.
I don't know. I wonder what's gonna happen with Boston because are they gonna rebuild soon or what are they gonna do? Because I don't see Marchand, Pasternak, Bergeron, McAvoy. I don't see any of those 4 leaving.
Oh, no chance.
I don't see any of them leaving.
No way.
So I don't know what they're gonna. I should keep being average.
That's the
knows?
problem. I think, they'll make a move close to the deadline. I think
Yeah.
Raska's going to join them, so that'll be a big help. And
Yeah,
they'll make a move.
and Tuca.
They'll make the playoffs. But, I mean, first round's exit,
Probably.
I really don't
It's-
think they make it too far.
Depends on who they get at the deadline. If they get Rask and then they get like a nice second line center,
Yeah,
things could change.
but that's a lot to ask for a
That's a lot.
second-line center.
That's a lot of money.
Anyways, Boston Bruins, let's forget about them. Let's talk about a team that has been in the Eastern Conference as well, that has been sneaky good, that we've
Sneaky.
been talking about for a while now, but, we kind of didn't even realize how good they're doing. The New York Rangers.
Oh my god.
They are good.
Excuse me, they are insane. First of all, when this guy went on the market 2 years ago,
They are good.
they're really good, eh? When this guy went on the market 2 years ago, as a coach, I said every single team should be chomping at the bit to get this guy. He is one of the best. He's the second best coach in the league after Barry Trotz.
Oh.
Gerard Gallant.
That is.
I don't care. Call me Bullcman, whatever. This guy is an insane coach. Whatever team he goes to, they win. He started off in Florida a couple years ago, got them to start winning. Now look at Florida.
true.
Went with Vegas, got them to start winning. Now look at them.
That's true.
Went to the Rangers, got them to start winning. Now look at them.
They're good.
He's a winning coach. He has a winning culture.
Do you think he's a good coach?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely so, yeah. But the Rangers are also a great team. I mean, can we speak about Adam Fox? This guy's got him
21 points in 20 games, along with tied for the league.
with
Not league lead.
the
Team
team.
lead with Panarin.
he's tied with Panarin.
Playing 24 minutes a night. Really, proving people wrong when they said, oh, Yossi Hedman should have won the Norris.
Yeah.
Adam Fox deserved to win the Norris.
I agree.
So, I mean, Adam Fox is really making a point as to why he won the Norris. And me and Noah, we're kind of give him a hard time. Hedman should have won. Yossi should have won. But he's proving his point, and he solidified himself as a franchise D-man.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was this good. And, I mean, I also didn't realize that Igor Shesterkin, is that his name?
Yep.
Igor. Who names our kid Igor?
He's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's good. 11-3-2.
Yeah.
Playing like a Vezina. He's definitely up there in voting right now if the season were to end, for sure. Top 3, for sure. But, I mean, this team is a team where they have star power. They have that number 1 D. They have that number 1 goalie. Yeah. They have depth. And they have playoff players. You know who they remind me of?
There we go.
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
I've said it the second time this episode.
They are good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Sammy Blade too. Oof.
Yeah, but what is like Lafreniere and Kako? Like, can the Rangers not develop guys? Is that the problem?
I don't know what the problem is, and they put these guys in every situation possible to help them succeed. And
those guys are like a first and second overall pick. What are they doing?
I don't know.
Imagine
Kako's actually playing really well lately. He's playing with Panarin. He's doing really well.
But imagine these two were doing what they're supposed to be.
Imagine Lafreniere just, plopped on that first line, and Kako plopped on that third line, let's say, and brought secondary scoring. An even scarier team with even more depth.
It would be 100%. I mean, also it's a bitter pill to swallow, but like Mika Zibanejad is a freaking stud.
Yeah, he is good. He's very, very good.
He was so terrible in Ottawa.
Yeah, he had some, I feel like, self issues. I feel like
maybe
he came in overweight one summer camp.
He did,
and but no, he's found his place.
He found himself
in New York, and it's good to see. But let me ask you before we move on. I still think New York can use one more move.
Okay.
One more move.
A defenseman?
I'm asking you. If you're the GM going into the deadline, knowing you have this type of team, is there a move you're doing?
If you got Panarin, I'm not going the actual lines. I'm just saying.
Let's go with Panarin, Zibanejad, and Kreider. Okay. Then you got Strome, Kako,
Lafreniere.
No, we're missing someone. But I think you're right. They need. Well, the line is Zibanejad, Kreider, and I don't know.
I haven't followed. That's what I mean. We don't know because
but it's Panarin,
so underrated.
Panarin, Strome, and Kako is their first line. That's all I know.
And then it's probably Kreider and
But
Lafreniere,
they could use a second line
winger. Strome. Keep Strome.
Yeah, but he's
because you have Goudreau, Blais, and you move Lafreniere down there. You use that second line, like how true. Like Taylor Hall when his value was good.
Yeah,
at someone like that, you plug him in there.
Yes, that's fine.
Pen. I think their defense. Who they got? They got Fox. They got Hayjack, Trouba,
Lindgren, very solid.
Yeah, get like a nice get
a depth defenseman who's hard to play against.
Like a Zach Bogosian.
Yeah, who's hard to play against, and get a second, third line winger that could play in either line.
Like a Blake Coleman.
Yeah, like a Blake Coleman.
Yeah.
Who brings... Yeah, that's fair.
And then I think you're really looking at a cup contending team because they are really underrated, I mean, Panarin... First of all, Panarin's getting paid $11.5 million. When he got signed, that was terrible.
No, it wasn't.
He wasn't that good, though.
It was. He was.
Was he?
They knew what he was.
I mean,
he was really great in Chicago. He came 1 year here and was a stud, and they'd say, he's our guy.
He was in Columbus.
You're right. He was in Columbus. That's a good call. And okay, wow.
And they signed him off free agency.
Is that the year where they beat Tampa?
Yeah.
Swept Tampa?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and he was really good.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, moving on from the Rangers.
Speaking of Columbus and Panarin, let's transition to Columbus.
Yeah, let's talk about Columbus.
We haven't spoken about them really. They're
12-7.
12-7. Elvis Merzlikins is playing like a beast. He's got a .929 save percentage and 2.41 goals against. He's also in the Vezina talk. I think there's a lot of guys in the Vezina. There's Shesterkin, Campbell, Markstrom,
Anderson, Vasilevsky,
Vazzy, and Merzlikins. A lot of guys are just playing really well. Even Bobrovsky and Carter Hart are playing solid as well. No. Not as good, but listen, Bjorkstrand's got 19 points in 19 games.
And Patrick Laine is out.
Patrick Laine is out, and he was doing great before. I think he had like 10 and 9. Yeah. And then there's Werenski, who has 15 and 19. He's finding himself. And, I think...
just interrupt you, Werenski? A stat that no one really talks about. 27 minutes he averages a night.
Does he?
Probably top in the league.
That's probably just him and Shabbat probably one and two.
He is the MVP on that team.
Oh.
Guaranteed.
I know he doesn't.
No, they don't.
Boone Jenner is.
Yes. But, they got rid of Seth Jones, and Werenski was, he knew he wanted to be the guy. He demanded more money than Seth Jones, actually. If you look at their contract, he makes like $100,000 more just so he could kind of show that I'm the guy on this team.
No, he doesn't make more money than Seth Jones.
But, I mean, this is a team that really had no expectations, and I think that's why they're playing to this level right now. Just they're there to play, and they're there to have fun.
Listen, look what happens in Tortorella leagues.
That's true too.
Tortorella really clearly put some pressure on these guys. Bjorkstrand's having his coming out party. Laine's having his resurgence.
Yeah.
Listen, Verzlinkas, maybe he's playing with an edge because of his may you rest in peace. What's his name?
Kivilekis.
Yeah, it was a tough name.
I don't want to butcher his name.
Yeah,
that's my bad.
Yeah, he Listen, good for Columbus. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
No, but it's just good to see.
It's good to see. I think
as a fan,
those other guys that are kind of playing well with 1 year left on their contract, we got some picks and players, and they're in a rebuild stage right now.
Yeah,
they're in a rebuild. I think Verzlinkas' contract's up this year, so he's gonna get paid.
Yeah, he will get paid around $5 million. We saw Chester can get
$5.
We saw Chester can get $5. No, we saw Chester can get $5. We saw Binnington get $5. So after this year, that puts him where they were in terms of value when they signed, in my opinion.
No, I don't think. I think they'll get more than 5.
I don't think so,
bro. If you're signing they're gonna build. It's actually, I just thought they have a good core to build around. Like, it's well rounded. Imagine they're gonna build around Bjorkstrand, Laine, Werenski, Merzlikins. You have guys at like every position, and then you draft and sign players and kind of fill it out. Like, that's a very good core.
It is.
Like,
but is Laine staying? That's the question. I think he does. I think
he's going to stay. The way he's playing, he's going to stay.
And they'll give him money.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Anyways,
100%.
Let's we're nearing the mark here. So one team quickly we'll just touch on the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Making not a resurgence, but really
they've picked it up.
They've picked it up.
Yeah.
They're starting to play. Yeah. So it's good to see Kane over a point per game. 6
and 4 in the last 10.
There you go, above 500. Fleury's playing good, in fact.
Yeah, there it is.
Fleury has a .954 save percentage in his last 5 games. So, Lankinen was starting to take over. Fleury was playing bad, and then Fleury just
like no chance.
Swooped in and took
these guys, good. It's good. So I want to see them in the playoffs.
Me too.
Because they're gonna. Oh my
They could shock the world.
Oh, they could be. Remember the Tampa Bay Bucks in the NFL?
Yep.
That's exactly how I see them being this year.
Yeah.
A team that starts off very shaky. Everybody knows they're still very good. They just need a click, and then once they click, see you.
They're clicking now though. I think it's also about clicking in the locker room. They have a bunch of different guys.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Taves knows how to run a locker room. Kane, now like that scandal that happens over with.
Yeah, thank God.
I also think, who's very overrated? Dominic Kubalik. He's really not playing well.
Yeah, I feel like he's the type of guy that has to be put on the right situation to do well and produce. Last year he had a great season, but he's young, so
yeah, true.
Nothing to worry about. But let's end it here. Is there any other things? Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to note as a side note, something that happened this morning with the Canadians.
Oh.
They hired a president of hockey operations.
For the first time. Ex-New York Rangers manager.
What does that mean?
So over the years, there's been, slander, especially from Montreal fans. We're from Montreal, so everyone's saying, that Marc Bergevin shouldn't be in charge. I mean, yes, he's a GM, but he should have a superior other than the owner,
so like
Jeff Molson.
Okay, I see.
So I'm trying to think of an example, but
Brendan Shanahan, right?
Brendan Shanahan, exactly. A guy that has been a manager who knows what he's doing and that can help Bergevin out, because Jeff Molson is there for money. He's there for money, and over the years, Bergevin has made questionable decisions with the influence of Jeff Molson. So now he has ex-New York Rangers manager. I'm forgetting his name. I'm blanking, but
I forgot his name too.
It's not a big deal. But as a Montreal fan, I'm not a Montreal fan, but I'd be excited.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of what they've been wanting over the years. And
who did Ottawa hire? So I think they hired Pierre McGuire. If I'm not wrong, that's what they hired.
I think so. Yeah.
So it definitely helps.
It just helps to have another guy. There's less pressure.
And lastly, something I was very shocked to see. I saw something like Evander Kane is going to be playing in the AHL.
Is he?
For the Sharks, but they don't want him on his team. So what's going to happen? Because
wow,
we've spoken about this. Like Evander Kane, all shenanigans aside,
a great player,
great hockey player.
A guy,
New York Rangers can use him, but he just makes $7 million. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, you can't. And that's a guy. Yeah, but that's a guy that no one is willing to trade for unless their salary retained at least
they have to talk with him. Like there's gonna be a whole whatever. Yeah. There's gonna be a whole thing.
I don't see him playing hockey this year for an NHL club.
Neither do I, to be honest with you. Neither do I. Until those allegations get lifted or.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's bad. But I did hear about that.
I think that's it. We didn't our TikTok picks. So if you guys follow the TikTok, so Jason he picked the
I
Red Wings.
picked Red Wings money line versus Buffalo Sabres.
And they won in overtime.
They won in
3-2. I got the Stars against the Yotes. I won that one. I parlayed it with the Panthers, Kraken, who lost 4-3. To be fair, Spencer Knight did start, but
yeah, little mistake on your part for not checking. You know who start, but
hey. They played back-to-back games. I thought they'd give Bobrovsky
I think
Saturday
if
night.
Bobrovsky starts.
Yeah.
Oh, did Knight play back-to-back?
No, Bobrovsky played Friday. Knight played Saturday, and that was also they both had back-to-back games.
That's true.
Oh well, whatever.
Oh, okay.
It happens. We're gonna keep giving our picks
every Saturday.
In total, we technically went 2 for 3.
Yeah. All right, we're over 50%.
So I mean, you guys keep listening to us, and it makes some money.
Every Saturday, you guys will check out the TikTok page, and you'll see our picks. Usually Saturday morning it'll come out, but go lock it in right when you see it, and you'll end up going to the bank. That's for sure.
I was gonna say I think our new slang is take it to the bank.
For
Take
sure.
it to the bank. Everybody have a great week, and don't forget, take it to the bank.
Exactly, guys.